Good evening, and welcome to another exciting episode of what we're going to talk about tonight. Right, what we're going to talk about tonight is very controversial. Oh yes, right. I'm going to let you make your own decision on this. I will just tell you what's gone off. I think it's quite amusing because I think it's double standards. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so we're going to go back 20 years, and a then male transfers over 20 years ago into a female. Okay, not going to get into the things of it. That's the fact as it is. And they take up weightlifting, and they become very good at weightlifting, and they become the women's world champion. Unfortunately, this year what's happened is a gentleman has stepped forward and used the rules of the game against them. He's come forward, and I think it was a gentleman came forward and said he was a lady with his beard and everything, and he was a lifter, you know, and he entered the ladies competition, which it says if you identify as a lady, you can do so. He did so, and then smashed the records by over 100 kilos. And it didn't even look like, I actually watched it, it didn't even look like he was straining. Anyway, so he smashed the ladies' record to pieces, and theoretically became the women's weightlifting champion. Now, the previous record holder is the person that we said was 20 years ago transitioned. Sort of like complained a little bit, but then realised in the statement that he or whatever she said that she did have an advantage, and so it's free, so that really puts the cat among the pigeons, or the pigeons among the cats, or the cats that's transitioned into a pigeon, into a budgerigar. Anyway, very complex, but those are the facts. So it actually boils down to this: do we actually presume then that the one that held the record also had the same advantage as the gentleman who said he was a lady? In which case, that person shouldn't have been going on the rules. If it was just a ladies' competition, then it should be not the previous, but the previous person that held a record that was actually born a lady that should actually still hold the title. Very confusing nowadays, isn't it? Now, obviously, this is sort of like, it's starting to get rectified now. And I know people are going to complain and everything like that, but I'm just saying it as it is. You know, you don't put a snail against a monkey in a banana eating competition, do you? You know, that's the thing. So what I'm saying to you is this. The World Athletics Association have decided that they're going to have just ladies competitions that were born ladies, which I think is fair enough, and then you can have just gentlemen's competitions who were born gentlemen's, and then you can have a third party for everybody else who wants to be whatever they want to be, X, Y, Z, LGB, whatever you want. And I think that is fair, because then the third section can do exactly as they like. Nobody can argue with them. They can be who they are, be who they want to be, and everything, and then they can't complain. And I don't see any fair or disadvantage to doing that. So that's my opinion on it. If you obviously not everyone's going to agree with me on that one, so I'll leave it to you all to decide on what you think. That's what's happened. There's nothing I can do about that, you know. Either way, they can all lift more weights than me, so who am I going to complain? Right. Moving swiftly on, while we're on about that, controversial characters about saying things like this, I know that the Tate brothers are still on. They've been sent back from prison now, and they're actually back in under home arrest now. So I'm not exactly sure what they've done or anything like that, but very strange. Right, so to be quite honest, I've heard what they've said, and well, it might upset somebody, but that's free speech, isn't it? The whole point of free speech and democracy is that you can say what you want. It's going to, no matter what you say, it's going to offend somebody. But that's the whole point, that you have the right. I have arguments with my friends, but I will always be there and say I will argue for the point of you being able to argue with me. That's what free speech is about. It's listening to other people. This is how you go forward in society. Not listen to what everyone tells you and do exactly as you're told. That's dictatorship. So all I will say is that it's a very tricky one, this one, for everybody. But there you go. I get told all the time, I shouldn't eat that, I shouldn't eat this, I shouldn't eat that, on my health. So, however, I had somebody come up today and said, "Oh, you're looking well." And I'm just like, yeah, I feel all right. The doctors don't agree with me on that one, nor does all the needles I have to stick in myself, or the pains in the legs I get, or when I can't walk very far, I run out of breath, everything like that. But that's not the point. The whole point is I will argue with them and say, because it's my free will to get out there and smile every day. It doesn't matter. Some days I go to bed and I think that could be the last day of my life, sort of thing. That's I just take it in my stride, and that's what I'm saying to everyone. Be positive. No matter how negative the world seems to everybody, the whole point is to always be positive. Always look at the bright side. Every day you wake up, and then first of all you go, oh, my bones. Do you know what I mean? But then just think, it's another day. Anything can happen another day. I'll tell you what, if I won lottery, I'd be buying a boat tomorrow, I'd be sailing away. I'd probably have to hire a doctor to come with me, but I would go. This life is too short to be moping around. You've got to get out there, you've got to be happy, smile, walk out there. I think a lot of people say it when they say, "You're looking well," and it's because of my positive attitude. Positive attitude is everything, and this is just an interest. I've given you a sort of like weird story to begin with, and giving you a positive proof at the end. The whole point is, every time somebody comes up and say, "You're looking well, Mick," I'm thinking, wow, I must be doing something right, because if people say you're looking well, it means that you're happy. That's what they're actually meaning. You're looking happy in yourself, and in your own mind. As long as you take day to day as this could be my lucky day. Or something good's going to happen, or just smile at somebody, say, "Hiya, how are you doing?" That's what you want. Any negative people, well, to be quite honest, sling one, mate. I'm not interested. I laugh all the time. So, right, take it easy. Catch you all later. I hope you've all had a lovely day. Ta-ta for now.